It's Gotti. How y'all living out there, man? Smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel out there? Salute. It's good. How y'all feel out there, man? I'm just chilling. It's hot as. This is a hot Tuesday. Summer's crazy. What's up, Karma? How you doing, love? NBA City, salute. AP, salute. Matthew, salute. Yeah, man. What's the deal? Salute, Bay Area in the building. Mikey Blue, what's good? Yeah, man. Just chilling, man. Just taking one day at a time, man. Just out here shopping. I'm at Home Depot. Tired, man. Had a long day, man. How you feel about Jim Jones on that noise? I mean, he took an L to Pusha T. I don't feel no way. Pusha T just dissed him on the whole Clips album. You ain't hear the album? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real. Certain dudes' statements, they gotta be careful of the statements they make, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, dudes get on these platforms and they just say anything. You know, that's just what it is. You know? Now I gotta give me a gate. Gotta give me a gate and some paint. Give me a gate and some paint. So that's what I'm doing. I ain't building nothing really. I'm just getting a gate for my crib and some paint. Yeah, he already destroyed it. Oh, word. He already destroyed it. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. See, I know I got... Yeah. This nigga said, you look like George Floyd with an eating disorder. It's crazy. That's a funny ass comment, nigga. But yeah, so I ain't building nothing really. I'm just getting a new gate for my yard. That's it. And some paint. Cause I'm gonna paint my backyard, but that's it. But saying last, ain't really nothing to talk about, you know. Ain't no took an L, bro. He lost that, bro. Like, he looked crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he been looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta understand something, man. Dude has become a hater, but he always been a hater. You know what I'm saying? And really, the thing is with him is that when you live in delusions of grandeur, your delusion succumbs to your stupidity. So the Manos, the gym, these dudes' stupidity succumb to their nonsense. It's sort of like Hassan Campbell and Gully TV, right? And then Gully talk about money on the floor, right? Gully been on YouTube since I told y'all 2023, right? 2013, right? I got on YouTube 2018, right? I done did more than a lot of these niggas. The reason why is because our hustle is different and our delusion is, their delusion is so, you know, crazy. It's not even funny. So a lot of these dudes got a lot of insecurities to them. You know what I'm saying? Gully insecurity is, you know, he like men. his son don't mess with him, and he wanted to be in the industry, but the industry just didn't take to him. So he has a resentment when industry dudes don't show him love. Hassan resentment is he was in a relationship with Bam, and he wanted rappers to basically show him more love than he ever got. But what these dudes fail to realize is this, is that it's either you hustle or you don't eat. That's what a lot of these dudes don't understand, you know? And that's their biggest problem. So they get on YouTube and they start venting like bitter baby mamas, and it's disgusting. You think about Diddy? Well, I heard Puffy basically went into like a drug program, and he basically No, I'm good, thanks, man. Yeah, he went to a drug program and a domestic abuse program. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. He probably, and he did that because his lawyers probably advised him, do that, do the program, so the lawyers can see, so the judge and them could see, and basically, when you come out, that you was doing things in there and making a better example for yourself. But really and truly, like, y'all gotta really look at that whole situation. It was a bunch of BS, man. It's like the situation with Dr. Cosby, man. Like, you got a bunch of women that know what they're getting into. A lot of them is about money. You know what I'm saying? Money is the root of all evil to these people. They get so caught up in between of, they do so much foulness to get money, and then they show no loyalty, man. You know? Yeah, I should appreciate that. Joy Taylor. Oh, I heard they was having like a freak off or something like that. They was having sex with her. Joy Taylor and what's the other one? The homie. You see, in that situation, with the Joy Taylor situation, what people gotta understand, that's goes on regular over there on Fox. You know what I'm saying? From Fox News to Fox Sports. Fox News, Roger Ailes was like, you was a new chick coming to Fox News, he was getting free dibs. You know what I'm saying? He was basically getting PC. Before everybody else get it, he gets it. You know what I'm saying? So he done smashed the Megyn Kellys and all of them. You know what I'm saying? And then after he done smashed them, they crying about sexual harassment. Come on, man. Yes, I have heard of sickle cells. That's a disease that deals with your bones. You wake up in pain. I know a lot of people with that. My cousin got that, actually. Both of my cousins got sickle cells. That shit is painful. Yeah, but like I said, Bill Cosby and Puff, man, and R. Kelly is a point example of why dudes really be wanting to record these chicks and make them sign NDAs, because you see how they can go to the extreme and make it seem like a man held them hostage when it was all consensual. It's sad though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's sad though. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that the jurors that Puff had dealt with common sense and they didn't deal with emotions. Because most people deal with emotions, you feel me? Especially in America, man. That's the biggest thing, emotions. No sense of common sense, no sense of nothing. Everything is emotions. You know? That's the thing people don't understand. You know? But yeah, these dudes be trolling, yo. What's up, my nigga? What's good? I appreciate you on that. God bless. Nigga said Will Smith. Lou Facts. I don't even talk about that nigga, man. Shout out to him though. But why y'all even bring his name up? I saw something with Gene Deal though, man. Gene Deal said some funny shit on YouTube. So he was talking about Anton Daniels, and I think Anton Daniels said something disparaging. I'm gonna keep it real, man, about the Anton Daniels and all these dudes. These dudes get on YouTube and they start platforms and they start celebrity. See, this is my thing with black YouTubers. These niggas beef all day, 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Right, dudes. Alright, boss. And dudes beef all day. They don't make no money. They just beefing. Dudes talking like bitter baby mamas. Having Oso Bosley. Oso Bosley is over. That nigga's a drug addict, bro. I do know what happened to Ice though. I spoke to Ice Corleone though. He locked up. I spoke to Ice Corleone recently. I spoke to him. It was last week, Friday. He hit me. He locked up for drugs and guns. So I'm gonna bring him on the platform. He wants something he want to say to the people. I told Ice, all right, we could do it. But he locked up in Florida for drugs and guns. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's still in jail? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Bosley. Well, I knew Bosley was gonna go to jail. It was a matter of time. Bosley just is a fuck up. Ice. I was like, damn, I ain't know Ice was out here moving around like that. But Ice, yeah, he in jail though, man. Sorry to hear that for the homie, but he locked up right now fighting a case, a serious case. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be locked up in Florida for drugs and guns. You know, that's like being locked up in a Commonwealth state. Like my cousin locked up in Altoona, PA. You know what I'm saying? And when you get locked up in Commonwealth or the South, nah, it's not a good look, bro. You know what I'm saying? I asked, I was like, yo, Ice, man, what the fuck you got locked up for? The nigga said, yo, I got locked up for drugs and guns. I said, damn, homie. That's crazy. You know? You know? Yeah. Son over there playing that Pac, you know, nigga. And who been beefing before YouTube? I don't know who been beefing before. Who been beefing? Spies at you taking pictures. Listen, bro. He could do all of that. I'm outside. This is the thing. Like, niggas like Zip don't be outside. They gotta come outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shows you that I'm outside no matter who I'm with. I'm outside. Y'all have never seen. I've done more live streams outside than Zip or any of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? They scared to be in these streets. I touched you see, my foot on the ground, nigga. You heard? My foot on the ground. That's what these YouTube niggas don't do, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never see these dudes' feet on the ground, you know? None of that. What's good, Aboriginal Power? I beg those. Listen, I want y'all to go subscribe to my brother, Aboriginal Power, man. When you talk about knowledge of us being Aboriginals, us being Indigenous, the bro, it's him and Top Cat. Those are only two I watch. And, you know, I always say my people was Indigenous. A lot of our peoples, our ancestors is Indigenous. If your peoples is from the Americas or the Carib Islands, a lot of this was all the Carib Islands. That's what people don't understand. So we all Indigenous, whether we Taino Indians, whether we Arawak Indians, whether we Choctaw, whether we Cherokee Indians. You know what I'm saying? My people, Choctaw, Cherokee. So I always say, you know, when we get into that knowledge of the Indigenous, You know, they want to hide those facts. They want to talk about, oh, the $5 Indians is the real indigenous. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people, you know, if you go back in the history, it was just the Moors and it was the indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? Especially on these lands. It was the Moors and the indigenous people. Now, I'm not going to knock the Africans. I don't got no beef with the Africans. But it's the Moors and the indigenous people that had this landmass. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they want to talk about, you know, these people that's, you know what I'm saying, African and all that, you got to show me facts. You know what I'm saying? I could show you something totally different. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say, man, you know, I deal with the realism and only the realism of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got to start dealing with, the realism. You know what I'm saying? And us as indigenous people, you know what I'm saying, we get lost in the nonsense of, you know what I'm saying, the white man's science, you know? Yeah, I want to do something, yo, Aboriginal, I want to do something with you and the brothers. I want to do a live stream where we talk about indigenous, the Moors, and we talk about the history, because a lot of people don't touch on it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell people, you can't save America, man. America already is doomed. Let's just keep it real. You can't save America. America is Babylon. Let's just keep it real. It's Babylon. It's Sodom. You know what I'm saying? We got martial law here in America. People don't understand that. Martial law has already been here. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with martial law as we speak. You know what I'm saying? These people want you to not to believe that martial law is here, but martial law been here. They already signed it in effect and in law April 29th, 2025. Trump signed it, and the law is called unleashing it. It's called strengthening and unleashing it. If you look up strengthening and unleashing it, it's a law that's basically the law. So these people is lying to the masses and making the masses believe that, you know, that, oh no, America doesn't got martial law. You see, you know, you got people still talking about, you know, the Epstein files. They was never gonna give y'all the Epstein files. I don't understand why, because this is a business, man. America's a Fortune 500 business. Once you get out of that matrix and realize that, that's why I always say, people partaking into the nonsense of Democrats, Republicans, where they all the same people. You know what I'm saying? You can't be red pill and be still in the matrix talking about I'm a conservative or I'm a Democrat. It don't make no sense. It just make you sound delusional, and it make you sound lost. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell people, man, you gotta wake up and read between the lines, man. We living in modern day Babylon, son. You know what I'm saying? We living in really, you know, military control, because that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? These dudes like Hassan, all these dudes, these niggas listen to YouTube. They listen to fucking internet pundits. I'm a nigga that reads. You know what I'm saying? Like The Pale Horse is one of my favorite books. You know what I'm saying? What William Cooper was talking about back in the 90s, you know, people wasn't ready. Now it's 2025. It's already ready. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the Roman system. The Romans still running the country. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. America is the land of the Romans. We are in modern day Rome. This is what people don't get. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk about, oh, nah, it's not that. No, it is. You know what I'm saying? We in modern day Rome. This is a business. It's not a country. Look, you got to understand, son. You know what happened to Rome? Why our downfall is because they allow businessmen